All right, how's everyone doing? I'm going to show you guys a way you can save money on your electric bill every month, just by a couple simple things. The first is, this is my hot water heater. So I'm lucky, mine's digital. Other ones that aren't digital will have a cover. You pop it off with some screws, and inside there's going to be some little knobs that you can adjust your temperature. So for reference, 120 is a pretty good temperature to have your hot water heater at if you want to save some money. Anything hotter than 120, you're getting into that scalding temperature. So if you have kids, you kind of want to stay under 120. When we bought this house a year ago, this was set at close to 130. And that's way too hot, and your hot water heater is going to be working a lot harder to maintain that temperature. So all you got to do is come down. Like I said, this one's digital, so I just hit the unlock button here, and then I can adjust my temperatures up and down. So I have it set, like I said, at 120 right now. Probably can't see it right now because it's glowing right now. The light's on, but you can see the Energy Smart light comes on, and if I bump that up, that usually comes off. So for reference, keep it 120 or under is a pretty good temperature. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to head to Lowe's. You can go to any big box store, any hardware store usually that sells hot water heaters, and I'm going to get a insulation blanket to wrap around it, and that'll help it regulate its temperature a lot better. It'll get up the temperature quicker, and because this is an unfinished basement down here, so it stays pretty damp, and it's a little cooler down here than if it was insulated. That's the heat pump's outside. That's my air handler. I'm in the south, so the heat pump is not a very good option in the winter in the south, especially if you have 4 seasons. So I'm going to try this here first with the hot water heater, and hopefully I can see a little bit of difference with my electric bill. But I'll let you know where it's at Lowe's. Usually they keep them, the blankets, where they sell the hot water heaters. It might be where the insulation is, but when I get back, I'll show you the one I got and where I found it. All right, so I'm back, and here is the insulation blanket that I picked up. Lowe's had it back behind the appliances, back where the appliances are. It was just sitting, a couple of them were sitting on a shelf back there. So if you have any trouble, just ask somebody. I'm sure they'll point you in the right direction. But here it is. So I'm going to open it up here and wrap the water heater, and then I will let you know how it goes. All right, so I got it on, the blanket's on. It takes a little bit of patience and work to get it on. I kind of ran into a little bit of issue over here. I'm about 8 inches short. When I saw these in the store, it said it fits most, or basically kind of universal fit. But I guess my hot water heater is a little bigger than most, so you can take a measurement of yours. But what I did was just pulled some insulation off the main part, because how insulator sheeting works is it's usually kind of like in layers. So you just kind of split it down the middle and kind of shave a little bit off, and that's what I did there. So this is just a little bit of shaved insulation that I just did to fill in the gap, and it worked out well. It comes with some tape, and you just tape up the seams. If it was a good fit, you just tape up the seam. But what I did here, just ran some tape across there, and it works. You just kind of tape the excess over here to seal off the top. And now this is an electric heat pump, water heater. So you can insulate the top, put some insulation over top. But if this was gas, you can't do that. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I think this should be good enough. The other thing you got to do is you have to cut out access holes. If you have any panels that you need to get to, you can't leave these covered. You have to have them exposed, so it's easy access to each panel if you have to make any adjustments. And it also keeps the wires inside from overheating, because this is a hot water heater, so it will get hot, but not to the point where it's going to cause too many issues. But you need to have kind of airflow getting to these panels. And then this was a little tricky here. You just slide the insulation behind, cut a slit, pull it up, and then work it around in there. And then just leave, you know, the drain plug. Don't cover that up. I left about maybe about 3 inches there. You don't want it touching down there in case, you know, you have a leak or condensation builds up. You need water to be able to sit down there and then exit. All right, so I hope this helps. And one more thing too is dehumidifiers. They can suck up some electricity as well. So if you have one, you just keep that in mind too. It's one thing a lot of people don't know, is that they do take a lot of electricity. This is an Energy Star one, but it's still over the summer, especially when it's humid out, it pulls a lot of electricity. So once again, here's the insulation blanket on the hot water heater. Hope this helps somebody. If you have any questions, let me know.